everybody. I have completed my boats. I know that I was going to do a walkthrough. For some reason I had some difficulty with the files. They were corrupted. Go figure. GoPros like to shut down when you have them for a while. But without further ado, we'll go through this. This is my boat's build. The Blue Betty, finalized. Had her out on the water a couple times. I just need to get some work done on the motor. But we are going to start from the back to the front, and I will tell you everything. I will actually look into possibly getting I'll possibly write down everything that I've spent in this boat and let you know the cost of the boats, if you're willing to see that. Also, I have a couple things I'm trying to see if I can get. Thinking about, I have some extra soft plastics and some equipment that I want to get rid of. If you're interested in that, please hit me up in the comment section, or look me up. It's Jason Emery Fishing on Instagram. And then I'm thinking about doing some like grab bags or something like that, like 10 bucks a grab bag. You get 3 to 4 things of soft plastics and a hard bait, either a jig or a spinner bait or a buzz bait or something like that. That's from my own tackle. Just trying to get rid of some stuff. But without further ado, that's for a later date. Let's get into this. This is my boat build. This is the Blue Betty. This is what she looks like in the final change. And without further ado, here we go. All right. So, see here the engine. I have yet to do anything with the engine. I am trying to. I gotta do some more mechanical stuff to the engine. I did replace the lower unit oil. I have some spark plugs I gotta put in there, and I have a new propeller I gotta do. That's gonna be in the off season because we are coming up close to the off season. Back here's where the magic happens. As you can see here over here, I have the Power Queen Premium Minis. This is a 12.8 volt, 100 amp hour motor or batteries. They're in series to make 36 volts because my trolling motor is 36 volt trolling motor. I have a 6 gauge wire going up to the front. Also on this, let me come around here and I can explain a little bit. Also on this, I have here is the off switch for the trolling motor. There is a circuit breaker for the trolling motor, and that is 50 amp. Check your trolling motor for each individual thing because it will change. All right. I have a precision mount. It's the MK 550 PCL. That's a 5-bank onboard charger that I put in here. I have five batteries in here. I have 3 lithiums and 2, I have 2 flooded batteries. All right. Obviously the oil pump, which is now full, that I put oil in. I redid the plumbing. I made sure that all the plumbing works great. Recirc, filling, unfilling, holding water, everything else for the live wells work great. So does my aerator, which as you can see back there, I put my aerator. It's a Bubble Power. It's got a dual aerator. I took a couple hoses, ran up in there, and now I got bubble maker and then supply air to the live wells, and that's on both sides. You can see right there that particular fuse, the inline fuse, That is for my automatic bilge, my bilge pump. Had to double check that. Finally got that to work, so I had to double check that and get that sorted out. We come over here. Here is, we have two batteries. This one here is the house battery. This one controls all my electronics, anything to do with electrical except for the trolling motor and ACR, which is an automatic charger relay. What this does is it charges both sides, the house and the starter battery. Here's the power switch for all that. These wires right here, these are 3 inline dedicated power to my graphs that I have. I have 3 graphs. Here is obviously the connections to the switch here, and then right here's the fuse for the ACR for it to charge, for the big motor to charge those batteries. I also have so hard to see, there's so much stuff here. Here is a 14 amp circuit breaker. That one is lined up. That's got a 6 gauge wire that goes up to the front. And then from there, that's all it is. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on because we're gonna show some things here. Whoa. So, next up, what we did here, in here, you can see down here we got a light and we got some, that we'll go ahead and turn on the power here. I'll go ahead and leave that on there. I'll turn on the light bulb. See, the lights come on. Then we also have different switches there that I rewired. Pretty good at wiring. You have a continuous circuit, you know. Check your wiring diagrams on any boat before you go to do that. Here's what I installed. This here is my master aerator. That's for that bubbler. This here is my port recirc. This is my starboard recirc. This is the port fill, starboard fill, and I have a charger port here. As you can see here, the charger port can go off and on by that button there. And you want this light switch here is my live well lights. They both work. Then I have obviously horn works, right? Horn blows. Courtesy lights. I did put some new lights, as you can see here. Put some new lights there. They're blue. With my boat being blue, I wanted blue lights. I got some 2 there. I got 1 there for the walkway, and I got 4 up here for the front deck. Okay, so I have those lights, and then I also have compartment lights that go in there and do that. And then the bilge pump, I have a manual bilge pump here, and then I have an automatic one back there, so I have 2 bilge pumps. So that's all there is to that. Now, nav lights. Nav lights like I have here. I have the green and the red for the starboard and port. So I was able to put those in. I'll have my anchor and stuff in there. But when I go to switch the anchor on, right, anchor light on, it'll just have my anchor light on there. So I can have my anchor while I'm setting still, or I can have my nav lights with my anchor light. There's usually one or all, right? So that is all for that one. Let me go ahead and turn off the power for that. Okay. Turn off the power for that. That's good here. All right. Put in a new rub rail system. I just needed to replace the cellular in there. I did all this, fixed the trim. I installed the straight up mounts straight in the console. So I have a Humminbird that sits here and I have a Garmin that sits here. The Humminbird I really like because of the mapping system and some of the other imaging, and then Garmin I also like on some of the other, again, not just your down and side imaging components, right? So moving up, going up toward the front there, I have my, you saw the lights on, I had on earlier. Up here in this console here, this one right here, we have the fuse block. Okay, got the negatives coming in here and got the positives going out to the console. That I'll actually do. Like I said, I have dedicated power strictly for the Garmin's and the Humminbird. This right here, there's only one power bank coming from here, and that's for this, the GLS 10 box. Okay, so I have that right there. So that will, as we move to the front of the boat, I took out all the wires from this front to the back, including the harness. I reattached some of it and actually works phenomenal. I also redid, sorry, I will take you back here. I did put a new fuel gauge in with the fuel sender, which is located right back there in the fuel tank. The fuel tank is located underneath these two things here. I pulled this all out and I was able to pull that out. I had to have a new fuel sender because I could not see how much fuel I had in the boat, which is kind of not good if you're, I don't have a fix in there. It's never good, right? And you don't know how much fuel you got. I did fix my trim here, took out all these lights up here. I did replace the plug there. You can see here, this is for my transducers. This here is for the Garmin LiveScope, okay? Here's another straight up mount that I put in there. Again, if you want to go over to straight up mounts, there are several ways to buy them. Make sure you use the code EMRY10, and that's EMRY10, and you'll get 10% off of your purchase. That way it'll know that I sent you over there. So, anywho, moving up to the front, I mean, you see here, I did replace this rub rail. I did put the LEDs in here. Didn't do much of anything on the trolling motor itself. I just added a couple things. Here is the down and side imaging for the front of the boat. It also, it's the LV32 transducer for the Garmin LiveScope. I've had it out a couple of times. I do like it. It's very unique, right? You can see here I used electrical tape because that way it doesn't pinch the wires. I did leave me some room, so as I turn my trolling motor head. I did do, like I said, I did put the new plug in there, ran some 6-gauge wire from up there to up here. Works great. This trolling motor is a phenomenal. I'm telling you, it works great with these lithium batteries. I went with Power Queen lithium batteries, 100 amp lithium batteries. They are amazing. Granted, I don't have much money to spend on getting all that, so I have to, it is what it is, right? So, man, I did everything I could to make this boat mine. I mean, I rewired everything down. I mean, the compartments, everything down here and here, the compartments. You know, I did this. I've been struggling a lot lately. I've been kind of, it's been struggling a lot lately with medical issues and, oh my gosh, are you serious right now? The hell, what? I got stuff in here I didn't even know I had. What? So anyway, I guess I'll be doing some more of those. Oh, also, what I also did back here, I think it's phenomenal. I did a, it's a remote drain plug. It's located obviously down there. I did a video on it. Okay, so you know, in is in, and then obviously out is out when you come out. So the remote drain plug, that is it. That's all I got. I think it's awesome. I did it all myself. I took the time, ran all the wires, troubleshot a bunch of stuff. I did do videos on things that I could do as much as I can, but I tell you, it's been challenging. It has been challenging, but I think the boat runs great. It rides great, runs great. But that's it. That's all I got. I do have LiveScope. I'm still messing with it. It's not intended to be a tool that I will constantly be using. I know a lot of you like the old school fishing and without which I do have it. And the reason why I have it is because if I don't have it, then I can't compete in the next level. So either I may or may not next year jump to the front of the boat. I just got to make sure that I'm just trying to build my channel, get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start monetizing, start trying to get the money rolling in, taking that money and putting it back into the channel. Like I said, if you think doing some grab bags is a good idea, you think you might want to purchase some of those grab bags, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to try to provide those for people. That's all I have for the video. I want to thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for swinging by as always. God bless. Taglines, we are out of here.